GMNA uses artificial intelligence for generated speech, visuals, and production. AI-generated content may contain errors. Please verify important information before making decisions or taking action. Live from the GMNA News Center, this is the Lunch Break News Hour.
Good afternoon, Montreal. I'm CJ Waterhouse. Our city is asking over 1 million residents to cut summer water use, and the forecast shows a pleasant 18 degrees with a light breeze. Meanwhile, Canadians' playoff nights are driving a noticeable boost for local eateries. Jeff Laflamme, I know you've got thoughts on this one.
The Canadiens' playoff run is turning the downtown core into a bustling market, with cafes reporting up to 30% higher foot traffic on game nights.
And those fans are lining up for bagels, poutine, and a pint, turning each victory into a mini street festival that lifts the whole neighborhood's spirit.
Economically, the surge translates to an estimated $500,000 extra for nearby merchants this weekend, reinforcing how sport can act as a catalyst for local prosperity.
All right, let's dive into the numbers, hear from a cafe owner, and see how the city's water conservation request might intersect with this playoff-driven surge. We're diving into the top stories, starting with a major development. Our first story is next. More than 1 million residents will be asked to reduce their water use this summer. The city has issued a request to cut back on consumption due to a deteriorated water pipe that feeds the McTavish Reservoir water system. This pipe was discovered to be in poor condition during routine inspections, prompting the city to launch a conservation campaign. The goal is to protect the water supply and ensure everyone has access to the water they need. Residents can expect to hear more about ways to conserve water in the coming weeks. The city is taking proactive steps to address the issue and prevent any potential problems with the water supply. This summer, residents will play a key role in helping to conserve this essential resource.
If you're planning on getting around the greater Montreal area this weekend, you'll want to plan ahead. The City of Montreal has announced traffic and transit disruptions for the weekend of May 29th to 30. Multiple events including the Tour de l'Isle and Défilé de la Victoire will be taking place, and ongoing construction projects will also be underway. As a result, drivers and commuters can expect delays and possible lane closures. It's a good idea to check for updates before you head out to avoid any unexpected surprises. With a little planning, you should be able to navigate the disruptions and still get where you need to go. The City of Montreal is warning everyone to be patient and to leave a little extra time to get to their destinations.
The Canadiens are making a strong run in the playoffs, and that's great news for local businesses. During playoff nights, places like St. Viateur Bagel on St. Laurent Boulevard are seeing a lot more customers coming through the door. As fans gather to cheer on the team, they're also out and about, grabbing a bite to eat or doing some shopping. The Canadiens' success against the Carolina Hurricanes in the Eastern Conference Final is bringing people together and giving businesses a welcome boost. On nights when the team plays, stores and restaurants in the area are reporting higher sales and more foot traffic, which is a win for the local economy. The energy is palpable on game nights, with fans coming out to show their support.
The city is taking steps to address homelessness as summer approaches. Mayor Valérie Plante announced on May 27th that $50 million will be allocated to support services for people in need. This funding will be distributed over the next 2 years across various boroughs and through the community network. The goal is to prevent a surge in street homelessness, particularly with warmer weather on the way. The city's Notre Dame camp is currently home to around 100 tents, highlighting the need for support. This investment is part of a larger commitment of $120 million to tackle homelessness. The funds will be used to provide essential services and help those in need access stable housing and support.
A big cycling event is just around the corner, and that means some urgent road repairs are underway. The City of Public Works has started an emergency operation to fill potholes on roads along the Tour de l'Isle and Tour La Nuit routes. This is all happening to ensure safety for the tens of thousands of cyclists expected to take part in the events on May 28th and 29th. Up to 300 potholes have been identified, and crews will be working early in the morning to get them filled before the cyclists hit the roads. Organizers had flagged the issue and coordinated with municipal crews to get the repairs done quickly, and it's all coming together to make sure everything runs smoothly and safely for the big ride. Later, we'll hear how Montreal's bike counter network is getting a fresh upgrade, plus more on water restrictions. We will be right back.
Watch the local sunset tonight at 6 p.m. for all your local Montreal news.
Welcome back to the lunch break. We're 20 minutes in. Let's dive into local stories now with our reporter.
Cyclists will soon have a better idea of how many people are sharing the roads, as the city of Montreal is set to restart its public by-counter system. The announcement is scheduled for May 29. This move comes after the previous system was suspended due to a lack of funding. The new hardware is easier to deploy, which is welcome news for cyclists and planners alike. The city is also launching a more accessible data platform, making it easier for everyone to see where and when cyclists are using the various cycling routes across the area. This will provide valuable insights into cycling trends and patterns, helping to inform future planning decisions and make cycling a more enjoyable experience for all. The new system will be a useful tool for the community.
A resident of an East End social housing building reported a severe rodent problem in her apartment on May 28. Mercedes Rodriguez says her home is infested with mice, which is a concern for her household of 7 children. The building's poor condition allows pests to enter through the walls, creating an unhealthy environment for the family. This issue highlights the ongoing disrepair in Quebec's social housing stock, affecting many families like Rodriguez's. The presence of rodents can exacerbate health issues and create anxiety for those living in these conditions. Rodriguez's situation is a reminder of the need for maintenance and repairs in social housing units to ensure residents have a safe and healthy place to live. The condition of these buildings can have a significant impact on the well-being of families like hers.
Commuters had a smooth ride this morning, with no incidents reported on our roads or rails. The City Transport Authority stated that their monitoring showed everything was operating normally during the morning rush hour on May 29. This update is part of the daily Transports and Direct briefing, which keeps us informed about the status of our transportation network. The lack of problems is a welcome relief for those who travel to work or school every day. With regular monitoring in place, residents can plan their trips with confidence, knowing that any issues will be quickly identified and addressed. The normal operation of our roads and rails is a result of ongoing efforts to maintain and improve our transportation system.
If you're out and about today, you'll be happy to know that the Midday Transport Bulletin reported a smooth flow of traffic. The City of Montreal Transport Authority confirmed that there were no notable disruptions on streets or transit lines in the metropolitan area as of midday May 28. Routine monitoring showed all systems operating normally, which is great news for commuters. This bulletin is part of the city's continuous traffic status service, designed to keep residents informed and on the move. With all systems go, it's business as usual on our roads and transit lines. Whether you're driving, taking the bus, or riding the metro, you can expect a normal commute. The city's transport authority will continue to monitor the situation and provide updates as needed. Now let's see what the skies have in store for this beautiful Montreal afternoon.
It's mainly clear in Montreal right now, with a temperature of 18 degrees Celsius and a gentle breeze blowing at 12 kilometers per hour, which feels quite pleasant. As we head into the rest of the day, we can expect it to remain mostly clear, with the temperature staying around 18 degrees Celsius. The sun will set at 8:32 this evening, giving us a fairly long day to enjoy the outdoors. The ultraviolet index is 2, so no need to worry about extra sun protection today. We do have a bit of a wind pickup expected, with gusts coming from the south at 41 kilometers per hour, but that's about it for now. Looking ahead to the next 5 days, we start with today, which we've already discussed, and then we move into the weekend. On Saturday, it will be overcast with a high of 13 degrees Celsius. Sunday brings a slight chance of rain with a high of 19 degrees Celsius, and it will be overcast once again. Monday is looking nicer, with plenty of sunshine and a high of 19 degrees Celsius, while Tuesday will be overcast with a high of 22 degrees Celsius, making for a bit of a warm stretch to start the week.
We'll break down traffic snarls, preview the Extreme Party and the Club Penguin Rave, plus a bite-sized bagel spotlight. We will be right back.
Watch the local sunset tonight at 6 p.m. for all your local Montreal news.
Moderate closures from the Go Vélo Montreal Festival are the biggest headache this morning. Main arteries on St. Laurent, St. Denis, and St. Catherine are partially blocked between St. Joseph and St. Urbain. Expect queues of up to 15 minutes near the intersection of St. Laurent and St. Urbain. The downtown core is otherwise moving at a normal pace. The Ville-Marie Expressway remains clear. On the island's western side, Boulevard St. Michel and Rue Notre Dame are open, though occasional pedestrian crowds may slow traffic near the park. Highway 15 is flowing freely, so drivers heading north or south can use it as a detour. In transit, the STM is permitting cyclists on the metro for the Tour La Nuit event, so expect a few extra riders on the green and orange lines this evening. Aside from the festival zones, the rest of the network is operating without delay.
First up, the 2026 Montreal Summer Fair and Festival kicks off at 10 a.m. in Parc Jean-Drapeau, a playground of rides, food stalls, and live stages that turns the whole island into a fiesta. At 6:15 p.m., Theater Plaza hosts the concert Welcome to My Garden, a showcase of emerging local talent you won't want to miss for its sound and intimate vibe. If you're looking for a community splash of culture, La Balle Orange French rolls out at 5:30 p.m. in the McCarthy Tetrault MZ 400 building, a chance to dance, mingle, and celebrate creativity. Later, the official Extreme Party. The Memories Tour hits 7,550 Belle Henry Bourassa East at 8 p.m., delivering a high-energy throwback set for anyone craving a night of classic hits. And keep an eye on the weekend as Picnic Electronic returns to Parc Jean-Drapeau, while Festival Trans Amériques continues through early June, promising performance art across the city.
Montreal dropped a 4-0 decision to Carolina at home Wednesday, getting shut out and losing 3 straight after opening the series with a 6-2 road win. The Canadiens head back to Lenovo Center tonight for Game 5, with Nick Suzuki leading the way at 16 playoff points. Win or go home, that's the reality for a team that looked like a different squad in Game 1 and has struggled to find that version since. Suzuki has the points, 16 on 4 goals and 12 assists, but the plus-minus tells the story. Jacob Dobies carries a 2.5 goals against average through 18 games. Montreal needs more. On a lighter note, the Montreal Victoire are your 2026 Walter Cup champions, PWHL royalty, right here in this city. And tonight in Ottawa, the Alouettes close out the preseason with Anthony Brown Jr. under center. Roster cuts come Saturday. The real thing starts June 4th against Hamilton.
St. Viator Bagel in Milan is feeling the heat from Habs fever, with the Montreal Canadiens playoff run bringing a surge in customer traffic to the iconic eatery. On game nights, the wood-fired oven stays blazing, drawing longer lines and higher sales, a welcome boost for the local business. This beloved institution has been a staple of the community for years, and its success is a testament to the power of local loyalty. As the team's fate hangs in the balance, one thing is certain: St. Viator Bagel is a part of the fabric of Montreal, where generations of families have gathered to share in the city's passion for hockey and great food. Stay tuned for heartwarming stories. Sun Youth's Heroes on Bikes honored over 80 kids, and World Kindness Day reached 200 people.
Coming up tonight at 6, the local sunset. Your neighborhood, your city, your news. From City Hall decisions to the stories happening right on your street, we cover what matters most to Montrealers. Join us tonight at 6 p.m. on GMna for the local sunset, Montreal's evening newscast.
Former Montreal Canadiens goalie Jaroslav Halak sparked excitement at the Bell Centre, carrying the ceremonial torch to a thunderous applause before tonight's playoff game, a special moment for fans and the team. Carl Dumont is there. Carl Dumont.
Thanks, CJ Waterhouse. I'm standing inside the Electric Bell Center where the crowd is on their feet, cheering wildly as former Canadiens goalie Jaroslav Halak emerges, carrying the ceremonial torch. The scene is absolute pandemonium, with fans waving their arms and screaming his name. As Halak makes his way around the rink, the roar grows louder, a testament to the enduring love this city has for their former netminder. This moment captures the essence of a beloved player's lasting impact on a community. The energy in the building is palpable as the crowd gives Halak a hero's welcome. Carl Dumont virtually at the Bell Centre.
In neighborhoods all across the greater Montreal area, something special is happening. This year, more than 80 young Montrealers aged 6 to 17 were rewarded for their courageous acts of kindness. These brave hearts, who have shown exceptional empathy and compassion, were presented with brand new bicycles and certificates of recognition. For one young girl, the bike meant freedom to visit her friends who live on the other side of town, while for a young boy it was a symbol of pride for standing up against bullying. Through the Heroes on Bikes program, which has been running since 1984, Sun Youth is turning kindness into wheels of hope, inspiring a new generation to spread goodwill throughout the community, reminding us that kindness can take us a long way. And that's a gift that keeps on giving, one that can change a life forever.
In the heart of Montreal, near the Bar Ukrainian metro station, a remarkable scene unfolded on a recent Saturday. Volunteers from the Love Movement, Homeless Outreach Montreal, and local founders came together to spread love and kindness to more than 200 people experiencing homelessness. As they handed out essential supplies and warm meals, the atmosphere was filled with the sound of heartfelt songs, bringing a sense of joy and comfort to all. The monthly initiative, now in its third year, is a testament to the power of community and kindness. As one volunteer wrapped a warm blanket around a stranger's shoulders, the stranger's eyes lit up with gratitude, and in that moment, strangers became friends. Kindness has a way of breaking down barriers and reminding us that we are all connected, and that is a truly beautiful thing.
Thanks for watching, Montreal. I loved sharing Sun Youth's Heroes on Bike story with you today, reminding us all of the city's kindness. We'll see you back here for our next episode. Until then, take care.